So what did you find out? You ran some numbers, you took a look at some ownership stakes, and what did we learn?
We did the math, and it turns out that Jimmy Iovine has a bigger stake than Dr. Dre. He's got 25% versus Dre's 20%. If the deal goes through, it will make Jimmy Iovine a billionaire. Dr. Dre will fall just a little short.
A little bit short, but we shouldn't feel sorry for him. What would his stake be worth?
The stake itself, he should collect about $640 million pre-tax. You know, the big question is whether this will be a cash deal or a stock deal. The word is it'll be cash because Apple is sitting on $150 billion or something like that. If it's a stock deal, then that really removes all the taxes involved in it, so they could actually make a lot more. If it's
a lot more if they don't have to pay the tax on it, right? Jimmy Iovine, I mean, he's got a storied history in the music industry. What's his status in this whole billionaires world anyway, previous to this deal?
Well, he made a lot of money. You know, he co-founded Interscope Records with Ted Field, who's another billionaire, who's an heir to the Marshall Field fortune. They founded that. They actually kind of bought it back at a discount when Warner had a big piece of it. They unloaded it back during the gangster rap issue. Warner said, we don't want to own this because we're getting a lot of pressure. They bought it at a discount, sold it. They made a lot of money on that. But this guy has made a pile of money just in compensation and royalties. He's been producing and engineering records since the mid-'70s, since, you know, Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run, so quite a long.
You were telling me that you've got a lot of the records that Jimmy Iovine ended up, has produced, right? Yeah. Dr. Dre, what was his status, let's say, before this potential deal?
I think he did pretty well. You know, he just lost a lawsuit. Well, actually, didn't lose it. The suit was thrown out. He was suing Death Row Records, trying to collect some old royalty income he felt he was owed. But Rob LaFranco, who I co-wrote the piece with in London, you know, he tracked Dre's earnings for years, working for Rolling Stone magazine. Figures he had about 150 million.
150 million and a potential 640 million if indeed
pre-tax,
this deal,
right.
Pre-tax until if this deal goes through. Is there any idea sort of where these, you know, who they would displace in this billionaire ranking?
Well, it's hard to say. You know, Iovine's one of his good friends is David Geffen, who we quote in the piece. So, you know, he's not the first music mogul to become a billionaire. You know, David cut that path a long time ago. So he just joins the ranks, kind of at the lower end. You know, just a mere $1 billion guy.
Just a mere $1 billion.